Did you ever sit close to someone and suddenly become worried about your breath? Maybe you wanted to say something but decided to stay quiet. Maybe someone moved slightly away from you and a question immediately entered your mind. Was it my breath? Moments like these can feel uncomfortable. They can make people less confident without anyone else even noticing. The strange thing is that millions of people deal with this problem, yet very few talk about it openly. Bad breath is one of those issues that can quietly affect everyday life. It can make conversations feel stressful. It can make social situations awkward. Some people keep chewing gum all day. Others carry mints everywhere they go. Yet the problem often keeps coming back. What makes this even more frustrating is that many people brush their teeth every day and still worry about mouth odor. That is why today's topic has become so interesting. It involves a tiny kitchen spice that most people already know, but very few think about when it comes to oral freshness. Before we continue, take a quick second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and answer this question in the comments. Have you ever felt nervous about your breath before an important conversation, meeting, or family gathering? Let me know below. Now let's talk about cloves. Most people recognize cloves from cooking. They have a strong smell and a unique taste. Some people use them in tea, others add them to recipes. But for generations, cloves have also been used as part of traditional practices related to oral freshness. What makes cloves so noticeable is their powerful aroma. The moment you smell one, you understand why people pay attention to it. Unlike many foods that lose their scent quickly, cloves have a strong, natural fragrance that tends to stay around. This is where things become interesting. Many people assume bad breath starts in the stomach. Others blame certain foods. Some even think brushing harder is the answer. But the real picture is often much more complicated. In many cases, small things happening inside the mouth throughout the day can play a role. Think about your morning routine. You brush your teeth, you rinse your mouth, everything feels fresh. Then a few hours later, the fresh feeling is gone. Sound familiar? If it does, you are not alone. That is one reason some people place a clove in their mouth and allow its natural aroma to spread gradually. They enjoy the fresh feeling it provides and the convenience of carrying something so small. But here is the surprising part. The reason mouth odor returns is often connected to something most people rarely think about. In fact, many people spend years trying different products while completely overlooking this simple issue. And once you understand what it is, many common bad breath habits suddenly start making a lot more sense. One of the biggest misunderstandings about mouth odor is that many people think it appears suddenly. In reality, it often develops little by little throughout the day. Tiny food particles can remain in the mouth after eating. Certain foods leave stronger odors behind than others. Even something as simple as a dry mouth can affect how fresh your breath feels. This surprises many people because they assume brushing alone solves everything. Brushing is extremely important, but it is only one part of the picture. Your mouth is constantly changing throughout the day. You eat, drink, talk, and breathe. All of these activities affect the environment inside your mouth. For example, think about what happens when you wake up in the morning. Many people notice their breath feels different compared to the middle of the day. One reason is that saliva production naturally slows down while sleeping. Saliva plays an important role in helping keep the mouth clean. When the mouth feels dry, unpleasant odors can become more noticeable. That is why hydration matters more than many people realize. Something as simple as drinking enough water throughout the day can help support a fresher feeling in the mouth. Yet many people focus only on products while completely forgetting this basic habit. Now let's return to cloves. When a person places a clove in their mouth, they often notice its strong aroma almost immediately. Some people allow it to sit under the tongue for a short time, while others gently chew it. The natural fragrance spreads through the mouth, creating a fresh sensation that many people enjoy. What makes this especially appealing is how convenient it is. A clove can fit in your pocket, purse, or bag. There is no need for a special container or complicated preparation. That simplicity is one reason it has remained popular for so long. But there is something even more interesting. Many people spend money on products designed to hide bad breath without asking what may be causing the problem in the first place. They focus on covering the odor instead of improving their daily oral care habits. Consider this. Someone brushes their teeth perfectly but never cleans their tongue. Another person brushes regularly but drinks very little water. Someone else skips dental checkups for years. Small habits like these can quietly add up over time. This is why oral freshness is usually connected to more than one action. Brushing, flossing, staying hydrated, and maintaining good oral hygiene all work together. And here is a mistake that many people never expect. Some people finish brushing their teeth and immediately start drinking sugary drinks or eating foods that leave strong odors behind. Without realizing it, they undo part of the freshness they just created. The surprising thing is that one simple daily habit often has a bigger effect on mouth freshness than mints, chewing gum, or expensive products. Most people know about it, yet very few pay enough attention to it. Once you hear what it is, you may start looking at your daily routine in a completely different way. That simple habit is something many people overlook every single day. It is not a special product. It is not an expensive treatment. It is paying attention to your entire mouth, not just your teeth. Many people brush carefully for 2 minutes and believe the job is finished. But oral hygiene involves more than that. The tongue, gums, hydration levels, and daily habits all play a role in how fresh your mouth feels. This is one reason some people continue dealing with mouth odor even though they brush regularly. When people talk about cloves, they often focus on their strong smell, and it is easy to understand why. The aroma is noticeable almost immediately. That is one reason travelers, office workers, and people attending social events have carried cloves with them for generations. A small clove takes almost no space, yet it provides a fresh feeling that many people appreciate. What makes cloves different from many products is their simplicity. There are no complicated instructions. Some people place one under the tongue for a short period, others gently chew it. The goal is not to create a miracle solution. The goal is simply to enjoy the fresh sensation that cloves naturally provide. A friend once shared an interesting story. Before important meetings, he always carried breath mints in his pocket. One day he forgot them at home and became worried. Later, a family member offered him a clove instead. He was surprised by how fresh his mouth felt afterward. From that day forward, he started keeping a few cloves with him whenever he traveled. Stories like that help explain why cloves continue appearing in conversations about mouth freshness. But there is another lesson hidden inside this discussion. Confidence often starts with small details. When people feel good about their breath, they usually speak more freely. They smile more often. They feel more relaxed during conversations. Sometimes a small concern can affect the way a person interacts with others without them even realizing it. That is why many people pay attention to habits that support oral freshness. Not because they are trying to impress others, but because feeling comfortable allows them to focus on the conversation instead of worrying about themselves. And yet, despite all of this, one of the most effective habits for maintaining a fresher mouth does not come from a spice jar, a breath mint, or a mouthwash bottle. It is a daily practice that takes only a few moments, costs almost nothing, and can make a bigger difference than most people expect. Surprisingly, it is also one of the habits people skip most often. That habit is something many people see every day but rarely think about. It is cleaning the tongue. Surprised? Most people focus completely on their teeth. They brush carefully. They use mouthwash. Some even carry breath mints everywhere. Yet they often ignore the surface of the tongue. Over time, food particles, bacteria, and debris can collect there, which may contribute to unpleasant mouth odor. That is why many dental professionals encourage cleaning the tongue as part of a complete oral hygiene routine. It takes only a few extra seconds, yet many people skip it for years. Now think about everything we discussed today. A simple clove, good hydration, proper brushing, paying attention to your tongue, small actions, simple habits, nothing complicated. And that may be the biggest surprise of all. Many people spend years searching for a secret solution, while the most effective habits are often the simplest ones. The difference is that simple habits are easy to ignore because they do not sound exciting. Yet when practiced consistently, they can help support a cleaner and fresher mouth. So if you decide to try a clove, remember to see it as one small part of a bigger routine. Fresh breath usually comes from good daily habits working together, not from one single trick. Before we finish, here is an important reminder. This video is for educational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Now tell me in the comments, what is your favorite way to keep your mouth feeling fresh throughout the day? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I hope the next time you speak, smile, or meet someone new, you feel a little more confident than before.